ACEBEAM recently contacted me asking if I would be interested in reviewing their new ACEBEAM K1 flashlight, and me being the absolute flashlight nerd that I am, I could not resist, so I said yes. So let's take a look at the ACEBEAM K1, this time on Ham Radio Tube. Taking a look at the packaging, we can see that this has a white light, a UV light. It is rechargeable with a 14500 battery, which is the same size as a AAA battery, except that is lithium ion. And it is a mini EDC flashlight with 3 light sources. Taking a look at the back, caution, possible dangerous radiation. Don't look into the light, Carol Ann. May be dangerous for your eyes. That's because one of these is, in fact, a green laser. Advertised with a 10-year warranty, and the specs, it has 3 light sources. We have a 1000 lumen white LED, which is 6500 Kelvin, with a 223 meter throw, a class 3R green aiming beam, and a 365 nanometer UV light, all in this little guy. So let's crack this open. It is also IP68 waterproof, they advertise, and it is made with AL6061-T6 Aluminum, so metal. And it is in fact metal. We got a nice light down clip on there, which is fantastic. That is how I prefer to carry them. What do we have in here? Some stuff, paper stuff, instructions, warranty card, a handsome carrying strap, and unfortunately a USB-A to USB-C. I wish that was USB-C to USB-C. Oh, and there is a couple extra O-rings in there, so that's nice. And nothing's happening. I wonder if we got to unscrew this guy. And yep, there we are. Remove that from the battery. Let's take a look at the battery. 1000 milliamp hour, 14500 battery. That is lithium at 3.7 volts nominal, 3.7 watt hours. And on this battery is also the USB-C plug, which is actually kind of nice as opposed to having the USB on the flashlight. You can remove the battery, plug this in, get this charging, while you have another battery, say just a regular AA in here, to keep this flashlight going while this battery is charging. That's pretty cool. And we've got our on-off switch in the back that cycles between the brightnesses. I wonder, so there's no, we can't short press that. So you gotta click it on and off each time to get the 3 brightnesses, but there's that. Oh, let's remove the protective film there. So there's the main LED and presumably the UV and then the laser. And the way we control those is this nifty little guy right here. This ring turns, so we're flashlight there. There's the laser. Oh, my cat is gonna love that. And then we have the UV light, which I wish I had the other day because I was in a hotel for the last week. That is our UV light. How cool is that? Taking a look at the specifications, you can see on high power, we should get 1000 lumens for 1 minute, 650 lumens for 30 minutes, and then another 110 lumens for another 30 minutes. On medium power, it's advertised as 200 lumens with a 2-hour, 40-minute runtime. On low power, we have 9 lumens for a 6-hour runtime. We also have a strobe that you can do, strobe warning. If the light is on, you rotate and then rotate back really quick. And then to turn it off, you rotate it back for more than 0.3 seconds and then rotate it back to light. Strobe warning is over. And now you have a strobe light that is same specifications as the highlight. On the UV, we have 223 minutes of time we should expect from it, and for the laser we get whatever that means. Now let's see if it's actually waterproof as they advertise an IP68 rating. I've got the light on. I just have it on low. I don't know what the state of charge of the battery is, but it is 850 right now. I'll see you in 30 minutes. And hey, look at that. 30 minutes later, I have not touched this, and it's still on. It is waterproof. So now we're outside. Let's just take a close-up look at the 3 brightness levels. That's low. That's medium. The camera is adjusting for brightness too, so it's kind of hard to illustrate this. And that's the highest brightness setting. We can rotate while this is on, the knob there, And there's our laser. Wow. All the way into those trees, way across the clearing there. That's pretty cool. And then we can rotate it again to get our UV light. The UV light also has 2 different brightness settings. And if you press the button and within 4 seconds you press it again, that's going to change the brightness. But if you leave it off for more than 4 seconds and then turn it back on, it's going to remain at the brightness that you had it on. So it's on high on the UV. We can go back to the laser. We can go back to the flashlight. And now the flashlight's on high. So you can see we're totally illuminating that tree that's it's about 75, 80 feet away. We can go all the way back into those woods there. That's pretty awesome. Here's just walking around. This is actually on low power now. Again, it comes up a little brighter on camera than it does in real life, but let's get this to medium power there. And then there's high power. This thing's pretty cool. Yeah, just lighting everything up. Now, one thing about LED lights, I can already tell this is on high. This is already starting to get warm, so I don't think this is the kind of light where you're going to want to have on high for an extended period of time. But for short bursts, I think that's just fine. I think that's something you'd want to keep in your car or as an EDC light or a backup light or whatever. They go for $54 on their website, and I will leave a link to their website in the description of this video below.